Hi, my name is Joscha Jäger. I am the founder and project lead of Open Parliament TV. With Open Parliament TV, we want to make political debates more transparent, accessible, and understandable. Before I dive into the project, I want to give you a bit of context on why this is important and how it fits into the broader theme of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, more specifically the SDG16 targets. So, why are speeches in Parliament recorded? Public access to parliamentary decision processes, discussions, and votes has always been at the center of the democratic idea. And in this context, videos of parliamentary debates nowadays serve as a tangible and contemporary interface to the daily work of parliaments. These recordings and live streams are not just video collections for journalists or members of parliament, but a direct application of the guiding principle the parliament negotiates in public. If we say democracy dies in darkness, it means we have to put a bright spotlight on all democratic processes. With Open Parliament TV, we build up trust in parliamentary democracy by making debates in Parliament more transparent, trustworthy, and participatory. So what is Open Parliament TV? Well, first and foremost, Open Parliament TV is a search engine and interactive video platform for parliamentary speeches. Almost every parliament publishes video recordings and also text proceedings of the sessions, and together with other documents like legislative proposals, motions, or inquiries, they allow direct insight into the decision processes of parliamentary democracy. But despite comparable structures and somewhat similar workflows, parliamentary proceedings are published in various incompatible formats, and Parliament TV contents are only accessible via proprietary platforms. However, video recordings of parliamentary debates hold great untapped potential for digital democracy. They are much more tangible than, for example, text documents or lists of votes, and they provide an easily accessible window to the underlying discussions, negotiations, and decisions. We want to use this potential by first creating a joint technological basis for parliaments, for example, by developing interoperable standards, interfaces, and also document formats. And second, by developing a search engine and interactive video platform in which speeches are searchable, but also linkable, citable, and shareable across different parliaments. But how does that look like in practice? In 2021, we built a first version of our platform with data by the German Bundestag. Right now, you can find there more than 30,000 speeches held in the German parliament since 2017. The technological foundation for our platform is a process in which we synchronize the video recordings with the text proceedings. That basically means that for every sentence in the proceedings, we know exactly at what time in the video it has been spoken and also for how long. If you search for a specific term on the platform, you instantly find all the speeches and text snippets in which this term appears. If you now click on a result snippet, you instantly get to the moment of the speech in which this very sentence has been spoken. The synchronization of video and text also allows us to provide an interactive transcript in which the text can be used as a means of navigation for the video. So you can, for example, click on a sentence and again instantly jump to the right point of time in the video. If you select a text fragment or quote, you're able to share this specific quote with one of these nice social media preview images and share that, for example, on Twitter. And as soon as someone clicks the link, they are taken directly to the point of time in the video where that quote appears. The context of the entire speech, as well as other speeches on the same subject, is always preserved. So even if you cite only a single sentence, it's a lot harder to take quotes out of their original context. Our next step is to integrate additional parliaments on all levels, so regional parliaments as well as other national or even transnational parliaments, and thus come closer to our goal of making political debates searchable and accessible across the boundaries of single parliaments. With Open Parliament TV, we contribute to a democracy in which the full spectrum of political opinions and decisions becomes more visible, in which we learn to engage in dialogue across political and societal levels, and we increase civic political participation. To enable more participation and dialogue, we create technical interfaces to existing civic democracy projects and allow journalists to connect parliamentary debates with background information, original sources, or fact checks via our platform. This is how we can strengthen social cohesion and form vivid, fortified democracies driven by strong civil societies. Last but not least, Open Parliament TV is and will forever be an open source project, meaning everything we develop is published under open licenses and is meant to be openly reused. If you want to learn more about the project, just go to openparliament.tv. There you will also find a link to our implementation with data by the German Parliament. Please reach out via Twitter at openpartv or info@openparliament.tv. If you want to talk to us, have questions, if you have ideas for a collaboration, or if you just want to get involved in any other way. Thanks a lot for listening and have a wonderful day.